Good morning, everyone. I'm JP Thong, and I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia, and welcome to day 70 of Mindful Morning Meditation. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone had a good rest. As we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do a little bit of stretching. So let's stretch our arms first. Okay, as we stretch, remember to breathe in and out. Take deep breaths in and breathe out all the way. Let's change arms. Breathe in and out slowly. All right, let's stretch the back. Take deep breaths in and out. Okay, let's turn the other way. Okay, now let's tilt our head to the side. Remember to breathe. And the other side. All right, forwards. And backwards. All right, and we're done. Okay, let's see who has joined us this morning. Hi Agnes, hi Kana, thank you for tuning in. Jillian, Emily, hi Jerry, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so we've just finished the stretching. If you tend to have cramps on your lower limbs, do stretch them as well. Yeah, because we will continue with our 40-minute sound bathing meditation. And if you have any cramps around here, it may be quite difficult for you to continue. So do a little bit of stretching, get the oxygen down to the lower limbs. All right, so let's get ready. Hi Yiman, hi Cindy. Okay, so let's get ready to do the 9-round breathing meditation. Before we do that, please remember to sit at the edge of your cushion. If you're seated on the floor, sit at the edge of your cushion. Okay, always sit on a cushion, because if you have listened to my earlier episodes, I've explained that, when you prop the back upwards like that, it's easier for your spine to sit up straight like this. Okay, it's actually a support. That's why a lot of times when we sit on the floor, we tend to have lower pain. All right, and again, remember to tilt your chin down like this so that your spine from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone is straight. Okay, and always relax your shoulders. Okay, so here we go. Left hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb into a fist and put your left hand under your right armpit like this. Right hand on your left nostril and breathe in. Breathe out all the way. breathe in. Visualize white healing light as you're breathing in, filling your entire body. And when you breathe out all the way, visualize dark smoke representing all your negative emotions, stress, anxiety, aches and pains. Breathe it all out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. All right, change hands. Right hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb into a fist. Put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand on your right nostril, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Both hands on your thighs, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Great, and we're done. By this time, your body and your mind should be very calm and very grounded. If for whatever reason during the week when you need to ground yourself, and after doing the 9-round breathing meditation and you still don't feel as grounded as you like it to be, you can actually do another set and another set of that until you feel very, very grounded. Okay, so so I hope that helps. Okay, Pastor Honey, morning. Dr. Hang, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so get comfortable because we're going to start with the 40 minutes of sound breathing meditation. Do share with me what you feel, because today is we'll be continuing with the 40 minutes. Let me know what's your experience of the 40 minutes, what's happening on your side when you're doing the sound breathing meditation, and also do share with me your gratitude. Don't forget, all this meditation is to actually help us hone the skill of focusing, training ourselves to control the mind. That's the key here. When we control the mind and we focus on, be it the sound, be it your intention for the day, be it your breath, that strength or that control that we have on our mind is the key to understanding deeper truths of how the law of the universe works. But on a secular level, we will also notice as a result that we become more effective with our work, because when we focus on any task at hand, we will be able to finish them much faster. And at the same time, because we're so focused. And at the same time, we will be able to multitask much, much, much faster. Okay, so that is so these are some of the benefits. And of course, if you are prone to stress, Again, because instead of focusing on your emotions or allowing your emotions to control you, that's why you have stress, you control your mind. You control your mind, and you control your mind to focus on the task at hand. When you do that, you will notice that your stress level actually reduces. Okay? What helps is, for me, is that, again, I've said many times, always have a clear intention of what it is that you want to do for the day. Okay? What is it you want to create for the day? For mine, it's always been the same. My intention is to benefit others along the day, whatever shapes and form, without judgment. So I go with the flow and I see what I can do to help others. Okay, it can be people, it can be animals, it can be the environment. So because of me, because of my, how would I say, because we cross paths, so I make sure that the place or the person is a bit better off because of me. And that's how I benefit others. Okay, so it's very, very clear. So for you can think about it. If you have not already by now, you should. Because why? When we are so busy during the day or during the week, there's so many things happening. If we don't have a clear intention, we will be caught up with all the activities, and that's why a lot of times we feel very flustered and very unsettled. And that's why at the end of the day, sometimes we just need to just crash out because we're just so stressed and so tired. Yeah. So when we focus on the intention, although we're physically tired, but on a mental and emotional level, we're actually very, very grounded and very, very at peace. All right, so share with me again about your experience once you have started practicing this. Okay, so let's start. Hi, morning Zen Koi. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so let's start. So we have Freon here today to help me on the camera. So we'll start with 40 minutes. So relax. Again, sit comfortably, sit at the edge of your cushion or the seat, and rock forwards and backwards so that you find your center, okay? Forward and backwards so you find your center. Once you find your center, you will notice that there's no pressure around your limb area and also no pressure at the lower back, okay? Sometimes, during the meditation, you can adjust. Excuse me. All right, so here we go. So 40 minutes. And start 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember to breathe out all the way. Breathe in and visualize white healing light entering your nostrils, filling your entire body with this white healing light, all the ways to the tip of your toes and your fingers. And as you breathe out, visualize all the negativities as dark smoke. Breathe out all your stress, your anxiety, your boredom, your restlessness, your anger, your fears, your insecurities, your aches and pains, your illnesses. Breathe it all out. Focus on the breath entering your nostrils. And as you exhale, again, focus on the nostril area. Every breath you take, you're more and more relaxed. Watch your thoughts. Watch your emotions. Focus on the breath around your nostrils. Okay, and I shall hit the singing bowl now. Focus on the vibrations of the sound entering your heart chakra, permeating throughout your body, all the way to the tip of your toes, your fingers, and the top of your head. Know that the vibrations of a sound represent the love, kindness, and compassion. As you allow the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion enter your heart chakra, every single cell of your body is vibrating in this unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. Watch your emotions, watch your thoughts, bring your focus back to the vibrations of the sound. Let go of all your aches and pains, let go of your stress. Let go of your worries, your fears and insecurities. Let go of your boredom. Let go of your restlessness. Focus on the vibrations that are permeating throughout your body now. Relax and focus on the vibrations of a sound. entire body is now vibrating with unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. You're very relaxed, very calm. Focus on the vibration of the sound entering your heart chakra. Know that the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion are permeating in every cell of your body. And from your body, this vibration extends towards the room that you're in right now. Fill the space in your room with the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. Allow the vibrations to permeate to every piece of furniture and fixtures in your room. As you're extending your vibrations of love towards the space in your room, the fixtures and the furniture, notice the texture of the furniture in your room. You and the room that you're in are now vibrating in your unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. Watch your emotions, watch your thoughts. Bring your focus back to the vibrations of the sound. extend your vibrations of unconditional love, kindness, and compassion from yourself to your room, and from your room to the rest of your home. Allow your vibrations of love permeate throughout your home, vibrating every corner and space in your home. Allow your vibrations of unconditional love permeate to everyone staying with you in your home, including your pet. See the vibrations entering their heart chakras and vibrating throughout the body. See that your home and the people and your pet are now glowing in white light. They are glowing because of your vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. You love your home and you love the people and your pets staying with you unconditionally. You accept and embrace the differences. Because of your love, kindness, and compassion, they become better people because of you. very relaxed and very calm and very, very light. Your home and the people and the pets are now vibrating in your love, kindness, and compassion. Because of your unconditional love, kindness, and compassion, they are inspired to evolve to better versions of themselves. Watch your emotions, watch your thoughts. Bring your focus back to the vibrations as they permeate throughout your home and to the people and the pets you live with. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. So how was it for everyone today? Do share with me your experience. So we just finished the 40-minute sound bathing meditation. So as you're writing your comments, I will share with you what I wrote in my gratitude journal yesterday. Okay, this is what I wrote. I'm grateful to have participated in inserting mantras and holy items into the indoor stupa. I was on the scaffolding and I had to climb up and do insertions for the holy stupa. And number 2, I'm grateful for having reliable carpenter who helped us in assembling the indoor stupa. And number 3, I'm grateful for my kitchen team that works tirelessly to ensure that the volunteers are fed throughout the day and night. So I'm very, very grateful for all these things yesterday. Okay? So as you're writing your comments, I would also like to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor for our program is Miss Cindy Fu. Your dedication is pray that there will be soon an effective antibody to counter the COVID-19 pandemic. And there's an anonymous sponsor, dedication, may all beings find lasting inner peace and happiness. May all become kind, wise, and have unwavering determination to benefit all beings. So thank you very much for your sponsorship and for your dedication. Okay, so if you'd like to sponsor our online programs, please look for the link at the end of the program, and it will help us very much to sustain our online programs. Okay, so let's see if there are any comments here. Dr. Hank, grateful to be able to witness the Indoor Stupa project, grateful to volunteer at KFR with the rest of nice people, and grateful to continue this session. Thank you very much, Dr. Hank, and it's actually very, very nice to see you often in KFR. Yeah? Okay, do continue to share with me. As you're sharing, I would like to read out one of the wisdom quotes from one of my favorite books. It's called 108 Ways to Grab My Apples. These are wisdom quotes from my teacher, Tam Rinpoche. Okay, so the next quote says, differences will continue as long as ego exists. So fight the ego and not the differences. I'll repeat. Differences will continue as long as ego exists. So fight the ego and not the differences. So what does this actually mean? So it means that we're all different, right? We're all different. And why is that? It's because we are always operating from what we like and what we don't like. Okay, because ultimately, when we are operating from selflessness, it's no longer what we like or what I like or what I don't like. It's more of what can I do to benefit others. So the I no longer exists. Ultimately, all right? But for our level, we try our best to be more selfless, to be more kind, to be more loving. Okay? So when they refer to the ego is talking about the self-cherishing mind, the me that always looks out for me. Okay? The quote-unquote selfishness in us. And all of us are selfish to a certain degree. It's just a matter of to what degree we are talking about. Okay, the less selfish we are, we will realize that we'll be less temperamental, our whatever negative emotions that we have will be less, and you're more settled and you're more at peace with yourself as we decrease our selfishness. Okay, because we're so tuned to always focus on me, what I want to do, what I don't like, this and that. It's always about me and my expectation, me and my projections of people and situations. And hence, we end up having depression, just very unhappy. We have mood swings. Sometimes we're in the mood to do things. Sometimes we're not in the mood to do things. We have anxiety, we have stress, we have jealousy, which we can't help. We feel very restless. We always have to go out and do something just to keep ourselves happy and purposeful. Whatever we call it, that's a sign that we're so focused on operating from what I like and what I don't like. And that's the result. And that's what, everybody is so focused on. Okay, so that's why there's always these differences, because what you like and what I like, and what you don't like and what I don't like will always vary. There may be similar things, but there's always a difference. So as a result, at the end of the day, people fight. People fight because of their differences. Okay? People fight not because of differences, people fight because of their ego. Okay, so we're talking about the root cause of all these differences. The root cause. All right, so when we lessen the focus on our mind, on our ego, on the me and what I don't like and what I like, whatever difference that you see, be it that the person behaves in whatever ways that you would normally not agree with or will irritate you, but because your focus is on benefiting others, the selflessness in you, you will notice that you'll be more and more accepting, regardless of the differences. You see, the law of nature is such that we're all different in that sense. We all look different. Look at the plants behind me. There are millions and millions of different types of plants and insects, and so on and so forth. So for human beings like us, some of us are taller, shorter, fatter, skinnier, yellow, white, black, whatever it is, that's the beauty of nature. That's the beauty of nature. So the differences and the uniqueness in all of us is a result of the beauty of nature. So we tend to always compare, I wish I would be skinnier or taller or more attractive or smarter, then I'll be happier. Well, you know what? You can be happy just right now, as the way you are, with the intention that we will work on ourselves being less and less selfish and more selfless. And when we do that, we will be able to tap into the authentic self, because why? The true beauty lies within our authentic self. And what is that? Unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. All of us have this. All of us. It's just that we tend to lose track of it, and we're so distracted with all the external things that are happening in our lives that a lot of times we forget to tap into this. That is why when we take time out to do meditation, to focus, meditation is about controlling the mind, and by focusing, whether it, like what I said earlier, whether you're focusing on the sound of the Tibetan singing bowl, or your intention of the day, or just the breath, even a candle or a cup in front of you, doesn't matter. focus on something, when we train ourselves to focus on something, then we will be able to start rehabituating ourselves. Because it took us so many years to habituate ourselves with all these with all these things that we are so used to doing. So it will take many, many more years to change that for the better. Because why? If we are really looking for that permanent happiness that we want in our lives, and that peace and tranquility that we are longing for, and some of us even yearning for. That's why we're traveling the world, trying to find this peace and fulfillment. You don't have to go anywhere. It's all in here. You can find all that just by sitting in the comfort of your room. And that's the secret. So first of all, learn to control the mind so that we can calm ourselves from all this calm ourselves from all these habituations of always having to do something, distract ourselves. You don't need to. Once we have reached a level whereby, regardless of what we do, regardless of all the things that are happening externally, our task, our work, our relationships, whatever it is that we're always distracted with, those are just methods of us benefiting others. Okay, benefiting others. For work, it will be to pay your bills. So that why? So that you have the time and the space to always benefit others. Because why? When we tap into that authentic self in us, which is altruistic, all-accepting, unconditional love, compassion, all that, you will naturally want to benefit others, because that is the authentic nature in us. Okay, so when we tap into that, you will begin to feel permanently happy and fulfilled, regardless of what's going on externally. And that's the secret. But you see, how do we get there? Take baby steps to meditate, to control the mind. And once we have a much better grasp of the mind, we will be able to adopt new and healthier habits in our lives. And that is the key. So we do it step by step by step. Baby steps. That is my point. Take baby steps so that it is not so daunting and you don't feel demotivated at times. Because a lot of times we will do something that we know is truly good for us, for the 1-2 months, and then after that, it kind of fizzles out because, we focus on our distractions more. We focus on that more because that is what we've been habituated to do. Okay? So, I got to wrap up already because this 40 minutes actually take up a lot of the time and doesn't leave us with much time for discussion. So to wrap up, let me read out a few of your comments here. Cindy, more focused today's session. Felt tense when you hit the singing bowl gets harder, but when sound gets softer, start to feel the calmness. Okay. Yiman, don't feel 40 minutes very long. Though distracted by some thoughts, today's session is less intense compared to yesterday, where certain words meant for healing said by JP during the session are still thoughts and emotion provoking. There is also some resistance to certain words. Thank you, JP, and all behind the production of Mindful Morning Meditation for holding the live stream session for the past 5 months. The meditation class and sharing on how the mind works have been very beneficial, though there has been inner battle throughout the journey. Thank you very much, Iman, for always taking the time to share your inner thoughts. Thank you very much, and it is very greatly appreciated. The internal battle is a good sign, Iman. It's a very good sign. It is a sign that you are acknowledging what is not working in you. And what's the battle about? The battle is about you putting in the effort to work on the root cause of the negative afflictive emotions that are inside of you. as we learn to let go and let go of all these emotional baggage, you begin to have clarity of the mind. And once you begin to have clarity of the mind, and you, in addition to that, you do meditation whereby you control your mind. You will notice that more and more, as you control the mind and just focus, more and more emotional baggages will arise. So that's why I say watch your emotions, watch your thoughts. Allow them to arise. Once they arise, you watch them go. You see, you're releasing all this pent-up negative energy that is in you. Let it all go. Once you let it go, you will feel much, much lighter. And once you feel much lighter, it'll be easier for you to ground yourself and control your mind. I'm sure you have experienced that already. Okay, so you actually experience it more and more and more. So it is a very good sign when you see yourself having this internal battle. So congratulations. Okay, I'm very, very happy for you, Iman. Okay, so keep up the good work, and I'll see you next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now, this Friday, September 4th, is a very special day because it is the first year anniversary of the passing away of my teacher, His Eminence, the 25th Tem Rinpoche. So we will be having a whole day of prayers, and also we will have already finished the indoor stupa that actually houses my teacher's relics. All right, so it's a very special day for us. And then on the 5th of September, which is a Saturday, we will be having, again, full day of prayers for Ulaanbaatar Festival, okay? Otherwise known as the Hungry Ghost Festival. So if you're not sure what that is all about, do check our fan page. All the details are there. All right, and if you'd like to make offerings and you've not made offerings for the Ulaanbaatar Festival, do go online and do check it out. It's not too late. The last day of the Ulaanbaatar Festival is on the 16th of September, so there's still time. All right, so having said that, have a great week, and I will see you next weekend. Take care.